Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. And in today's video, I want to talk about the Invincible player that is coming tomorrow here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM in a few different ways. Number one, remind y'all, make sure you're catching up on all your challenges if you haven't already. But just to talk about a few different aspects of it, kind of predict who this player might be, and just overall see what we're thinking for tomorrow's card, because I think it's coming tomorrow. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that we will be getting that free Invincible players tomorrow. We will see. I will say, I personally believe it will probably be Invincible Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I do think there is a world where it is potentially more than just one card. We'll see. I really don't know. I do think as a whole that this has the potential to be one of the best free things 2K has done this year if they really do execute it properly. So fingers crossed that does happen. We'll see what happens, I guess. So there you go. Anyways, let's get into it and let's take a look at what we're thinking. First of all, I just want to talk about NBA Finals stats, just so we can kind of take a look at who played well for the Thunder. It's kind of just take a gauge on who might be getting, basically just who might be getting a card. If we look at the Thunder stats, obviously it's going to be a Thunder player. As a whole, the interesting thing is Shai had 30, 4.5, 5.5, and Shai was great. He really was. In a lot of ways, but I mean, he was 24% from three. He wasn't uber efficient, 44% from the field in general. He scored the ball at a very high level, not at an extremely efficient level, but he was also awesome defensively. And I do think he had a really big impact on this series, including being absolutely awesome in game 7. He was really the only driving force of the Thunder in the first half of game 7. J-Dub was easily their second best player and honestly had a pretty good playoffs. He had a couple of big moments in the finals, obviously dropped 40 in game 5, I believe. He was absolutely great and could honestly be argued for that as well. I don't think it'll be Caruso. He already got a Dark Matter. He's awesome. That being said, J-Dub already got a 100 overall and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander already got a pink diamond in this playoff drop. So it could absolutely be anybody. I do think 2K would probably give it to the finals MVP if they do. I mean, I just think realistically that makes the most sense, does it not? That being said, Shai obviously already has a 100 overall card, and here is probably one of my biggest things that I will say about this reward specifically. This is something that a lot of people are excited about, and not only are a lot of people excited about it, but a lot of people have put a lot of time and effort into it. So I really believe that Shai needs to look more like an absolute Invincible and less like this card. We need a elite shot. Not that Shai's jumper is bad, but give him a better one. You can absolutely do it. Come on, give him an elite jumper at this point in the year. Pro 2 fade, that's fine, leave that. Garland, Francis, Kemba, that's all fine, but add a better behind the back, add a better drag back, give him God tier SIGs, give him, I mean, Shai Cross is good. I don't honestly mind if they leave that, but D-Fox Cross obviously would be awesome as well. Realistically, just please make him awesome. If this is who they decide to give us is Shai, please make him awesome. Also, if you really want to make the community happy, the easiest player that would absolutely make the community happy would be if it was an Invincible Chet Holmgren. I know he didn't have a good series. His efficiency wasn't good at all. For the most part, he was kind of a no-show, at least offensively for most of the series. Defensively, that's not the case. But I think an Invincible Chet would make a lot of people happy as well if that was a card that they actually dropped, because he'd be really good. And he's also a huge 7-1 with a big player build, all that type of stuff. So his size would be exciting for people in terms of having an options to counter the most expensive and glitchiest, like biggest bigs in my team. But like I was saying, this just has to be good. This is one of those things that people are really like looking forward to. It's the final reward for the NBA season. It's the thing. Like the championship was just won. Like this should be real and serious. And I think it should be a quality reward, especially considering, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30 challenge groups so far. And there will be one more as well. That is, I mean, that's assuming they take 30 to 45 minutes a piece. I'd say it's about 45 a piece. You're literally looking at like 15 hours. It's not nothing at all. It really isn't. So it's more than 30. It's actually more than 15 hours. 15 hours would be if it was 30 minutes a game. It's more than 15 hours. It's an hour and a half times 15, which is 22 and a half hours actually, I think. So over 20 hours realistically, probably, for grinding all this. That's a significant amount. I think it's absolutely crucial that 2K does it like blow this. This is a wide open layup, and I know they're making their money, man. They absolutely are. I mean, look at the freaking drop they dropped on Friday. They're making their money. Go Yao, all these Invincibles, including Invincible Ben. We got 100 overall Ben Simmons or Victor Wembanyama. I know a lot of people open packs. They're still making their money. Even here in June, I do think a lot of people are probably spending more money than they realistically should. And this is one of the biggest things where it's like, you just got to do this well. The honest truth is, even if 2K makes Shai absolutely amazing and soups the heck out of him, he's like the 5th or 6th best point guard in the game. At best, he's LaMelo Ball level. Like, that's about as good as he can get. And that's a really good card, but it wouldn't cost 2K money, and it would absolutely make a large portion of the community happy. Not to mention, the point guard position in terms of attainable cards is kind of one of the very weakest positions. So it just makes sense. Shai was the best player on the best team all year. He won the regular season MVP. He won the finals MVP. He was the best pretty much all year and deserves an incredible amount of credit for that. And if it's not him, it doesn't feel like it's almost right for the championship winner, the centerpiece all year. It feels like as a culmination of the year, an Invincible Shai is the guy. And it's very important that 2K gets this right, I think, for just the goodwill of the community going forward. I don't think they care that much about that. I wish they did, but it's very important to me that hopefully this gets executed properly. So with that being said, you are probably going to have completed every single challenge to get this card. So if you haven't made a significant chunk of progress towards this Shai card, it might be a little too late. We'll see. I really don't know, but I would probably, I mean, get on that if you haven't already, if you're trying to get it. Now, for certain players, you just have to play like portions of it if you want a specific dark matter or 100 overall or something. But at the end of the day, at this point, none of these cards are all that great. I mean, even Miles Turner, who I think is probably the best of all these cards, at this point isn't elite. And that's the other thing. Like, oh, this had some pretty good cards in it, but it really is going to be extremely crucial if the end player is a good reward, because this wasn't spectacular. Miles and J-Dub were good. The Dark Matters were pretty good for their time as well, were solid, useful cards. There were a couple of solid Galaxy Opals. Jaden McDaniels, I think, helped people's teams out. The Pink Diamond sucked, but as a whole, I don't think this was super good if the end reward isn't great. It needs to be great, and it's just, please don't waste your community's time, man. Something like this, you build all this hype, an Invincible player, don't blow it the way they blew it with Paul George. Please, 2K, please, just get it right for once. We would really appreciate it as a community. With that being said, we will see what happens. I assume this is coming tomorrow. If not, it'll probably be Wednesday. It'll be this week, and I almost guarantee it will be tomorrow. So with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.